friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Mathematics by Vimal Srivastav. Now I start the chapter of rational and irrational number ICSE class 9th. But before starting the rational number, first I will explain what is the number system. First, that is natural numbers. We know that what are the natural numbers? The numbers starting from 1 to infinite, that are natural numbers. Simply we can say all positive numbers excluding 0 are the example of natural number. So we can write the natural numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinite. Next, if in the natural number I include 0, I repeat, if in natural number if I include 0, then the natural number will change into whole numbers. So the whole number starting from 0 up to infinite. Next, that is integers. Now look at here. In natural numbers and whole numbers, we are included only positive numbers and 0. But here we not included any negative number. So if we include natural number, whole number and all negative numbers, then the number system that is called integers. So the example of integers are positive integers, negative integers. So what is the range of integers? The range of integer is minus infinite to plus infinite. Means the examples are minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and so on up to infinite. So the range is minus infinity to plus infinity. Next, the number is rational number. Now what is rational number? A number that can be represented in the form of P upon Q. I repeat, a number that can be represented in the form of P upon Q, where the condition is that Q is not equal to 0. The condition is that Q is not equal to 0 means in a rational number, the numerator may be 0, but the denominator cannot be 0. And the numerator and denominator, that should be in simplest form. What is the meaning of simplest form? Simplest form means the numerator and denominator, they should have only one as a common factor. Then we can say the number is rational number. So the examples are 1 by 2, 3 by 5, 7. Now, you can say the 7 is a rational number. How? Because 7 is a whole number, or we can say 7 is a natural number. But can we write 7 as a 7 upon 1? So we can say the numerator is 7 and the denominator is 1. So all natural numbers, all whole numbers are also the example of rational numbers. Now the last type, that is real numbers, means natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers or decimal expansions, all are under the category of real number. But our chapter is rational and irrational number. So now I will explain what is rational number in detail. So now the topic is rational numbers. I already explained a number that can be represented in the form of P upon Q, and where Q is not equal to 0, such that the numerator and denominator have only common factor as a number 1. It means simply we can say the numerator and denominator both should be in simplest form, or we can say there are only one common factor between the numerator and denominator. Now next, there are two types of rational number: terminating rational number and non-terminating rational number. Now, what is the meaning of terminating rational number? Means if we solve or we divide the numerator by denominator, if I get the remainder 0, that is called terminating rational number. For example, I write 1 upon 2. When I divide 1 by 2, I get 0.5. When I divide 1 by 4, I get 0.25. Means in both the case, the remainder will be 0. So we can say 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4 are the rational number. Next, terminating rational number. Next type, that is non-terminating rational number. What is the meaning of non-terminating? Means when we divide the numerator by denominator, either the remainder, in both the case, the remainder will not be 0. Either when we divide, it is not terminate, means it will never terminate, but the digits are repeated. So it is known as non-terminating but repeating. And the second one is that is non-terminating, non-repeating. So the non-terminating, non-repeating numbers are also known as irrational numbers. That is the next topic of this chapter, because the chapter name is rational and irrational numbers. Now, how can we check the number is terminating or non-terminating? So there is a criteria. If a rational number can be represented in the form of p upon 2 to the power n into 5 to the power n, where m and n are the whole number, and that is the power of 2, and that is the power of 5. For example, if I write number 1 upon 2, so in the denominator is 2. We are concerned about denominator. We don't concern about numerator. Clear? So now can I write 2 as a 2 into 1, or I can write 1 as a 5 to the power 0, because we already know by the property of indices or exponent and power, whatever the value of base, if its power is 0, the result will be 1. So I can write 1 as a 5 to the power 0. When I compare with the criteria, here n equal to 1, n equal to 0. Both satisfy the condition, m and n should be whole number. So clear, 1 upon 2 is a terminating rational number by this criteria. So by this criteria we can find the number is terminating or non-terminating without division. Clear? Next, the number is 1 upon 3. We have to check whether it is terminating or non-terminating. Now I can write 3 into 1 into 1. Now this one is represented as a 2 to the power 0. This one is represented as a 5 to the power 0. Now look at the criteria. In the criteria, the denominator should be represented only in the power of 2 and 5. But here the denominator is represented by power of 2, 5 as well as the power of 3. So we can say 1 upon 3, that is not a terminating rational number. Either it may be non-terminating repeating, or it may be non-terminating non-repeating. Next we have to find two rational numbers between 3 by 7 and 5 by 8. I repeat, we have to find two rational numbers between 3 by 7 and 5 by 8. Same type of questions you also solve in class 7 and 8. So first we write the numbers 3 by 7 and 5 by 8. Now, here the denominator is 7, here the denominator is 8. So first we have to equate the denominator in both the fractions. So in 3 by 7, numerator and denominator both are multiplied by 8. Same in the fraction 5 by 8, the numerator and denominator are multiplied by 7. So it will be 24 upon 56. It will be 35 upon 56. Now, we have to find the number between 3 by 7 and 5 by 8, or simply we can say we have to find the two rational numbers between 24 upon 56 and 35 upon 56. Now, in between 24 and 35, you can take any two values. You can take 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You can take any two values. Like this, we can find two or more than two rational numbers, like 3 rational numbers, 4 rational numbers, or 5 rational numbers. Next, represent 1 upon 3 and 5 upon 3 on a number line. The next topic is representation of rational number on a number line. So our number is 1 by 3. So first I draw a number line where I mark it is the point 0, 1, 2. In left hand side, -1, -2. Now, here the denominator is 3. So I divide the distance between 0 and 1 in 3 equal parts. Why I divide in 3? Because here the denominator is 3. If I have to represent 1 by 4 on number line, then I divide the distance between 0 and 1 in 4 equal parts. like this. In 1 and 2, again I divide in 3 parts. If I go to left hand side, means negative number, means the distance between 0 and minus 1, it will also divide in 3 parts. Distance between minus 1 and minus 2, it will also divide in 3 parts. So first I mark it is 0, it is 1. So I have to divide the distance between 0 and 1 in 3 parts. So I divide like that. First, second, third. Now it is first part, it is second, and it is third. Now the total distance is 1 unit and it is divided by 3 equal parts. So we can say each part equal to 1 by 3. It is clear? Each part represent the distance 1 by 3. Like it is point A, it is point B, it is point C. So OA equal to AB equal to BC, that is 1 by 3. So we have to represent 1 by 3. So what is the 1 by 3? The 1 by 3 will be A distance. The distance between 0 and A. It will represent 1 upon 3. If I have to represent 2 by 3, so 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So the distance between O and B, it will represent 2 by 3. Now, what is the distance between O and C? That is the 3 by 3. 1 by 3, 2 by 3. So this distance represents 3 by 3, or we can say that is the distance 1. Like this, I divide 1 and 2 in again 3 equal parts. So it will be, if it is 3 by 3, it will be 4 by 3. It will be 5 by 3. Now, what is this? This is the 6 by 3. Now, what is the distance 6 by 3? 6 by 3 or 2, that is the distance from origin. Or we can say from point O to A, B, C, last is point D, it is E and it is F. So the distance between O and F, that is 2 unit, or simply we can say 6 by 3. The distance between O and E, it represents the distance 5 by 3 on number line. Like this, we can also represent any negative number on a number line. Now, the next topic is how can we convert a non-terminating but repeating rational number in the form of P upon Q. We have to express 0.6 bar in P upon Q form. First, I will explain what is the meaning of bar or dot. This bar or dot represent the repetition of particular digit. I repeat, this bar or dot represent the repetition of particular digit up to infinite time. So we have given the number that is 0.6 bar. Simply we can say after decimal the digit 6 is repeated up to infinite times. So let the number is x. So let x equal to 0.6 bar. Now here the bar is on 6, so it indicates the digit 6 is repeated. So I can write x equal to 0.6666 dot dot dot. That is our equation number 1. Now both sides multiply by 10. I repeat, both sides multiply by 10. Why both sides multiply by 10? Because the number of digit is repeated each 1. I repeat, the number of digit repeated each 1. So both sides I multiply by 10. If the number of digit repeated 2, then both sides I multiply by 100. If the 3 digits are repeated, then both sides we multiply by 1000. Clear? So when we multiply both sides by 10 in equation number 1, so when x is multiplied by 10, it will be 10x. Now when I multiply 0.6666 by 10, so simply the decimal it will be shift 1 point. So we can write 6.66 that is equation number 7. Now we have to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. I repeat, we have to subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So we can write 10x minus x equal to 6.6666 dash minus 0.6666. That is 9x equal to 6 or x equal to 6 by 9, or in the simplest form I can write x equal to 2 by 3. Now what is the value of x? The value of x, that is 0.6 bar. So we can represent 0.6 bar in the form of p upon q as like 2 upon 3. Like this we can represent any non-terminating but repeating number in a rational number form like p upon q form. Next example, express 0.24 bar in a p upon q form. Here the bar is on digit 2 and 4, means both the digits are repeated. So again we take let x equal to 0.24 bar. Now the bar is on digit 2 as well as 4. It means both are repeated. So we can write x equal to 0.2424 dot dash dash. That is our equation number 1. Now here the number of digits repeated after decimal, that is 2. I again repeat, the number of digits repeated is 2. So both sides we multiply by 100. So we can write 100x equal to 24.2424 dash dash dash. That is our equation number 2. Now subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. So we can write 100x minus x equal to 24.2424 minus 0.2424. So that is 99x equal to 24, or we can write x equal to 24 upon 99. Now what is x? The x, that is 0.24 bar. So we can write 0.24 bar can be represented in p upon q form like 24 upon 99. So उम्मीद है आप सभी को आज का वीडियो पसंद आया होगा। तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, कमेंट करें, शेयर करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू।